I used to work at a McDonald's in a small part of town. It wasn't in the city, but an isolated corner of the suburbs, bordered by farmland and thick woods. It was a 24/7 spot, and like most places, it had its strange moments. But nothing could prepare me for the horrors that unfolded here. I had been rotated to the night shift, filling in for someone who'd just been fired. The schedule was erratic, but my boss was clear. Work from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. My first night, I walked into an eerie silence. No customers, no chatter, just an unsettling stillness in the air. Then, around 1 a.m., 3 strange men walked in. Tall, pale, wearing camouflage. Odd for this hour. They weren't hunters. They just didn't seem right. When I asked why they were dressed like that, their silence was unnerving. But then, one of them looked me dead in the eye and said something that would haunt me forever. He leaned in, his thick accent heavy as he spoke.
Be careful, doll. There be some weird things in these here woods.
The next night, it was raining. The shift was uneventful until I saw him. A figure, tall and motionless, standing under the dim light at the edge of the lot. He wore a long dark coat, and there was something unnatural about the way he stood. I watched for what felt like forever, but when I turned back to speak to Sarah, he was gone. Vanished. Not a sound, not a trace. I tried to make sense of it, but I couldn't. Later that night, I saw him again, closer this time. His coat was long and dark, worn and torn, glistening from the rain. But what I noticed most was how tall he was. At least 4 feet taller than any normal man. And he was staring at the restaurant, unmoving, as though he could see right through the walls. Then Sarah did something I could never have imagined. She opened the door and called out to the man, but he didn't respond. Instead, he turned and sprinted into the woods. That's when I saw it, its legs, twisted, backwards, like an animal's. And it was fast, faster than any human should have been. That night, everything felt wrong. The streetlight was out, and the parking lot was pitch black. No customers came in. The silence was suffocating. I felt something out there, just beyond the darkness. I was alone, with no one to help me if it came back. Just as I was about to leave, I saw it again. Perched atop the McDonald's roof, towering above it, like some nightmare come to life. It dropped its coat, and then it unfurled its wings. Gigantic. And then it took off. A screech so sharp, it felt like it pierced my soul. I fled that night. I never went back to that McDonald's. What that thing was, I don't know. But I know I'll never forget it. And sometimes, it still haunts my dreams.